March 26, 1979. Two college kids faced off for a championship. They had no idea they were about to save professional basketball.
The greatest individual rivalry in basketball, you and Larry. Prior to that NCAA tournament, still was the most watched NCAA Finals game in NCAA history. How much did you know about Larry Bird prior to that game?
Man to man. I don't think Indiana State's going to be able to stay man to man. Michigan State will force him into his zone.
Ron Charles on a feed from Kelser ties it up.
The summer before, they had the WIT tournament.
Okay.
And they brought all the best college players together to play against the world.
Okay.
I see this guy, blonde hair.
And he is fouled. Look at Urban Magic Johnson.
Man, I'm sitting there watching him shoot, Shannon. He must have made 30 in a row all net.
College basketball's player of the year, Larry Bird, has 6 points.
This is probably the biggest game I'll ever play in my life, and I just feel like, I'm representing not only myself, my team, but we're representing our school and our town of Terre Haute.
Was a dream come true, really, for me. I won the state title back in my home state, and then my next accomplishment was going to the NCAA and playing in a game like tonight in the finals.
18-12, Michigan State with the ball and the lead. Magic Johnson from 15, and he loves to hit that backboard.
He a bad boy. Right. Then we got in the game. Jack Givens was player of the year that year.
Right.
He tore him up.
Jack Givens from Kentucky.
Kentucky.
Because they won the national championship in 78.
Right. That same time.
Yeah, okay.
Man, Larry Bird was taking it to him. I said, oh, man, I'm calling back home, Shannon. Oh, he for real. This dude Larry Bird?
Right.
Oh, he got it.
By 1979, the NBA was dying. Games were tape delayed. Arenas were half empty. The league was synonymous with drugs and violence.
It was a new league with new times, with renegades, with individuals.
There was an argument made, plausibly, I think, that it was too black a league for the United States of America in the late 1970s.
I think there's still is a conflict between the white and the black, and I don't enjoy going to basketball and seeing all black players.
I mean, I think when they said too black, they meant not just in terms of color, but in terms of style. Let me get mine, and the hell with yours.
Basketball for us was about the best moves. You wanted to be that big player that everybody talked about. You wanted to be the one. You didn't think about winning championships or team play.
The NBA had this image of an all-black league with a bunch of guys who did drugs. The teams were losing money, and they had no sponsors. And that's pretty much a death knell right there.
It's a known fact that you need your white superstars. You just need more white ball players on the team for the white fans to identify with.
Magic to LA, Bird to Boston. The stage was set for the greatest rivalry in sports history.
Before we leave this, what is your favorite Celtic-Laker rivalry or year or matchup?
Oh, that's very, very, very interesting. The 84 finals provided us with so much fodder because it was anticipated. It was 5 years in before Larry and Magic finally had a direct confrontation. And a lot had happened for both of them at that point. Larry won. Magic beat him to it. Magic one-upped them in 1980.
Yep.
Larry was Rookie of the Year, but Magic got the ring. And he got the ring because he played what remains 43 years later as a handful of greatest individual games ever played in the history of this league.
No question.
It's one of the worst 5 games any individual has ever played in the 8-year history now of the NBA.
As a rookie.
As a 20-year-old, that performance in Philadelphia, 42 points, 15 rebounds, 7 assists, playing all 5 positions, and absolutely dominating the game with Kareem sitting home watching with his injury that he sustained, and every one of us knowing going into that game, we're going back to LA for Game 7.
Maneuvering. Hits the little easy 5-footer. Something just has to do. Bird. 52-46 in Indiana State.
It is Indiana State against Michigan State. I'm Bryant Gumbel, and the fans here are going bananas.
I mean, let's face it, if Larry Bird were black and came from Chicago, it wouldn't have been as big a deal. They were polar opposites. One black, one white, one outgoing, one shy. That was the charm of the attraction.
The Bird against Magic. All of the superlatives have been used, and believe me, all of them have been warranted.
We work very well together.
We respect each other's ability and talents. I had one of the best times of my life, just making the passes, playing, just having a lot of fun.
We can see things on the bench that we thought would probably go out there.
A game like this in this atmosphere, it was really nice. We really enjoyed ourselves.
You lay back and dream about it, but if I just had DJ out there with Magic, you couldn't beat that.
Everything you thought it would be?
Everything I thought it would be, and more, and more.
The first time I saw Larry Bird was actually in a magazine. Saw his stats, blown away by his stats. But let's see if he can really do it against us.
3 finals meetings, each one an epic. These weren't just games, they were cultural events.
Magic was the bigger star, but by tip-off it was Bird, having hardly missed a shot in the semifinal, who would become the focus of fans, and more importantly, of Michigan State.
We actually had 2 men on Larry everywhere he went.
There he is, Dick. Look at they having sandwiched in completely.
I'm surprised they didn't play a box on one, 4 guys on Larry and 1 on the other 4. Because they didn't have a lot of talent. If you stop Larry, you pretty much stop them.
Look at the pressure around him. 2-3 men, and he's short.
I didn't play well at all. Biggest game of my life, didn't play well.
Larry Bird has got to be the more skilled player. This kid from Indiana farm country, he's not thinking about the shot in front of him, he's thinking about the game.
Gonna torch that smiley ass in Boston, punk.
You wish, motherfucker.
And the loud and rabid Boston fans cheered them as if on a crusade.
Bird. Hey, short.
I think our length and our size, our jumping ability was able to bother him.
Bird hanging. Can't score.
I didn't shoot well. Missed, I think, 3 free throws.
Bird. Foul. Kareem beside himself after Jess Kersey blew the whistle. And the foul is on Worthy, number 2 on Worthy. Kareem is enraged right now. Larry Bird has had a cold shooting night.
I battled him, but I didn't have it.
And the Celtics tie it up. The Lakers will call their last timeout. 8 seconds. Harris steals the ball, and the Celtics call a timeout with 3 seconds to play.
I'm gonna rip your fucking ass a new hole.
Dennis Johnson is short with it. Here's Kareem, outlet to Worthy. Rambit. And now let's watch it. Cooper and the Celtics, and now the bench is empty. As Larry Bird helps Kurt Rambis up, he was decked by 2 Celtics and hit the floor hard, and both benches have emptied. And you knew this was going to happen.
As McHale hustling back up, it's a 2-on-1, and both McHale and Henderson go for Rambis, and boy, they got him. And Rambis up quick.
Worthy prevented Rambis from going.
Down by 2, the Lakers could still tie, but Robert Parrish stripped Bob McAdoo, and suddenly it was over.
Reloaded the pass. It's all over. Michigan State University, national champions, 1979. Magic, not only were you leader on offense, I thought you did a great job on Larry Bird in the zone, denying him the ball.
Go and wipe that smile off your face. Welcome to Boston. Make this my house. Okay, fuckers, y'all can't stop me, so I'll tell you what I'm about to do. Fake left, drive right, jumper from 12, no rim. Fuck. Shit, think that was 13.
He was fouled and made the free throw for a 2-point Laker lead. Was fouled and had a chance to tie the game, but he missed both free throws, and the Lakers got the rebound and called time.
I can tell you one thing, neither one of these players are getting bounced out of the game, but it is turning physical. The officials right now trying to regain control, calm things down.
What started as hatred became respect. What began as rivalry became brotherhood.
Their rivalry forever changed the game of basketball. Their relationship is the focus of a new Broadway play entitled Magic Bird.
It was blowing my mind because he's dominating Jack Givens, Player of the Year in college basketball. Larry Bird is eating him alive. I couldn't wait to call home to tell my boys, man, this dude named Larry Bird is for real. This is the baddest white dude I've ever seen in my life.
Well, I thought he was very good. There's no question about it. I thought he's probably the best guard on the team.
Irvin Johnson, look at that. Oh!
We didn't get to play a lot, but you could tell.
Here's that last play. Magic Johnson going in, drops off the Bird. Bird puts it back off, inside to Johnson. Super basket.
They had some wonderful moments on the court, but they probably spoke to each other 4, maybe 5 times during that entire time period. And it was more like, hello, how are you this morning, Larry? I'm good, Magic. What'd you have for breakfast? Don't remember. Have a nice day.
Now more than ever, they are inseparable. A pair of athletes thrown together by the cosmos to compete. A pair of men who discovered a bond in the midst of that competition. Decades removed from the height of their rivalry, their bond endures. 2 impossibly different men with a connection only they can fully grasp.
It's almost like a private little club, and only the 2 of them are in it. And every once in a while, they need to show up to have a reunion and pay their dues to each other. But they don't need the day-to-day contact that most friends need. It's just not that kind of relationship.
But I always get this good feeling when I know I'm going to see him because he makes you feel good. You know, he really does. He's unbelievable.
He's very private, but if he's your friend, man, you got a friend for life. And Larry Bird is a straight shooter. He'll tell you when he don't like you. That's one thing I wish I could have from him, that he has that I don't have. I wish I had that.
I mean, he walked in here, this whole room would change, and maybe that's what I always wanted to be, but I just couldn't.
By 1991, the NBA was must-see TV. Magic and Bird didn't just save basketball, they created the blueprint for modern sports entertainment.
And those two guys, Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, saved the NBA, really saved the NBA from really going under, because at that particular point, it was only maybe 4 teams that were making money.
Yeah.
Out of at that time, I think they might have been 22 or 24 teams in the league. And these two guys came along and they just kind of saved the NBA. So, all these guys out here that's making all this money, they owe Magic and Larry Bird a lot of kudos. They both were 6'9", but they were both the ultimate competitors.
Yeah.
And Larry did a little bit more shit talking than Magic. Magic would talk only when you really got up into him and started messing with him. Then he would be like, oh, okay, But Larry was talking from the beginning of the game to the end of the game. He didn't care. But I think those similarities is the reason why those two guys were so competitive.
Yeah.
And, it started in college. Indiana State against Michigan State in the most viewed televised NCAA game in history. Watch these two guys go at it, and then that kind of carried over into the NBA.